Red Bun means we're live, a casual take with your boy Steven Pepper, here to give a take off my chest. So let me talk about my twin for a second, Klay Thompson. So the feeling around the league, seen a lot of reports from guys like Mark Stein and Brian Windhorst over the last couple of days, and they're starting to heat up today. The feeling around the league is that Klay Thompson's days in Golden State are over. That it was more likely that he's going to leave in free agency to another team then return to Golden State. And it's not like Golden State doesn't want him back. Kerr and all these people have been on interviews saying that they'll offer him some money and they want him back, but it's all up to Klay Thompson to make that decision. And to me, I think Klay's days as a key piece to a championship team in Golden State are over. But I feel like Klay still wants that big role in a starting backcourt. So if I'm Klay, I would start learning the words to the Orlando Magic theme song. You know, the one that goes like, Orlando Magic, oh, because the Magic need what Klay offers more than any team in the league. So, because the Magic learned last year, they're really like a piece or two and a year or so away from really competing in the East. But their playoff run ended in the first round last year due to inexperience and backcourt shooting. Well, I think there's a guy in San Francisco looking for a home that I throw a lot of money to if I'm Orlando. And, you can say what you want about, did you know Klay went 0 for 10 in elimination? Shut up. Shut up, you bot. The joke is dead. But you know what's not dead is Klay is arguably the best experienced shooter in the league, not named Wardell Stephen Curry. Did you know Klay last year averaged 18 points per game on 39% from three? And you can look at those numbers and say Klay's washed. But those are the same numbers as the Orlando Magic starting backcourt. So I think this is a perfect match. If I'm Klay, I would take my boat, my dog, my rings, come on down to sunny Orlando. And if I'm the Magic, I throw the money at them because they need them. And it's Orlando too, right? I've been to Orlando a couple times trying to pitch to Klay. Been to Orlando a lot. It's nice, man. You're like an hour to 2 hours away from all these cool cities out other than Orlando. Like Orlando's got Disney and water. You got beaches like an hour away. Klay likes to fish and boat. He can do that there in Orlando, minus the alligators. But he doesn't have to bring a winter jacket like he doesn't have one in San Francisco. He won't need one in Orlando. I think it's great for his lifestyle. And I love Orlando too. But, it's not like Golden State can't bring back Klay Thompson. And would I be surprised if Klay returned to Golden State this season? Kinda. But I know Steve Kerr deep down wants him back. So does Curry and so does management like Mike Dunleavy. They're not going to pay Klay a lot of money. It's clear that the writing was on the wall last year, and it's most likely that he's going to leave because they bias more out of that championship core. They bias Steph and Draymond way more than do Klay. It's just the reality at this point. And they're making a move for probably Paul George, it seems like. Chris Paul's moving his cap space back. And it looks like next year that Pods, Kuminga, Moody, they're going to get some priority. I mean, Pods is already pushing Klay out of the starting lineup. Klay came off the bench for the first time in his career for many games this season. Since his rookie year. And, that elimination game in Sacramento, the play-in, I know we all joke about him going 0 for 10, but the way Klay walked off that court, it was like Klay was just taking it in like for the last time. But I think in Orlando, and this is no disrespect to Orlando Magic's backcourt players, because Suggs and Harris are fine players. Suggs is a heck of a defender, and Garrett Harris has been in the league for quite some while. But those aren't offensive players. Those are not offensive players. When you take the fringe 10-point per game scorers who can knock down a three or two, if you take their regular season numbers, two players starting in a playoff backcourt, you combine them. It's the same numbers as washed Klay Thompson. Same numbers. And in the playoffs, it's even worse. A big part of the reason why they lost in the playoffs last season because they couldn't knock down a long ball. Jalen Suggs, Garrett Harris were going 0 for 6 routinely from deep. Klay Thompson, any given series, can light up from beyond the arc. He can still shoot 39% on the season. And there's a lot of reports about Klay could possibly go to Denver or Dallas. I know Klay still wants that big-time backcourt role like he had in Golden State when they were winning championships for a playoff team. You can get it anywhere, but for a playoff team, is he the same player like he was in Golden State? No. But a team like Dallas, he's still playing next to Luka and Kyrie, and a team like Denver or like any other playoff team that throws him money, like Denver's play with Jokic or Murray, he won't get the same responsibilities. But in Orlando, where there's zero backcourt offense, he will have the green light to chuck up as many threes as he wants because their two best players are Franz Wagner and Paolo Banchero. They're front court players. They have no backcourt. If Klay wants that big-time role on a playoff team, which Orlando is, and given the experience they got last year, they will be better, Klay will have a green light to throw up as many threes as he wants. So I think if Klay Thompson wants to feel needed, he can still go back to Golden State, but if Klay wants to feel needed on a championship team, I would learn that Orlando Magic theme song. Orlando Magic, because that is the best fit for Klay Thompson if he wants that big time, I want to shoot as many threes as possible role in a playoff backcourt, kind of like he did in Golden State. But I appreciate everyone for tuning into this episode of A Casual Take. Hey, back-to-back episodes with Boys on a Roll. Follow my social media, stay updated on all things related to the show. Some Casual Takes is the handle. And until next time, see you.